Howdy y'all. Remember me? Missed me? Well, I miss each and every one of you people, and it feels really good to jump back to making YouTube videos. I honestly missed making YouTube videos. I kind of took a break from other social media sites because I've been really hectic finishing up my animated project, which I'm about to show you people. First and foremost, welcome to The City Things. It's probably going to be the only animated series in this channel, focusing on these personified characters. And these characters, the way they're designed, really associate the major cities around the world. And yeah, I want to keep the animated series family friendly. I'm not really following the footsteps of Disney. That's a super duper complicated, what am I even saying? I got my own footsteps. I'm sticking with my own trail. I'm not following anybody else's trail. Disney is a super family friendly TV and movie studio, so I got my own ways, my own methods of producing these animations for you people, and for myself, I do watch my own animations. But I am pretty excited to show you the next animation that will be shown momentarily, so hold your horses, guys. You can skip to this timestamp, so here's the timestamp that I'm showing right now if you don't want to hear me talking and using my annoying voice. The next animation I'm about to show you is The City Things Civil War, focusing on a few Texas cities: San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin. And that's why I'm pretending to be a cowboy, because I have the Texas pride. No, I neither live in Texas nor is a Texas native. I live in Illinois, so that's why I'm being really goofy. I'm becoming a goofball, pretending to be a cowboy. Yeah, I felt like taking a break from social media just to finish up this animated project. I'm on to my fourth animation project, The City Things, Detroit's Rise and Fall, that will focus on the history of the US city of Detroit, Michigan. It's going to be moderately different from the first three animated projects. Instead of like one city having a competition with another city, it's only going to focus on one major city. That animated project is currently in development, so I'm doing my research. I'm taking my time doing the research, going through the history and reading the history in my head and writing down my story, but in a goofy way. And it's gonna include the character Troy, which is a rusty car muffler, because I want to match how the US city of Detroit, Michigan is like, because it went from being a successful city into just a hot mess. I pretty much explained the characters of The City Things Civil War in the first sneak peek of The City Things Civil War, so I'm not going to explain it again because I literally explained it in the first sneak peek. I actually showed a total of 2 sneak peeks of The City Things Civil War, so feel free to check those out. This is the full animation, for real. It's only going to take like 7.5 minutes of your time. I hope it's not too long. I know the characters were poorly written. I feel like I could have done the writing a lot more stronger. The characters are kind of poorly designed, but I want these characters to be designed in a simple way. I want to keep the design of these characters, the personified characters, straightforward. I'm not trying to be a hard-working animator or a full-time animator. I do animate every once in a while. I play video games every once in a while, but most occasions I do art and be on my phone. But I rarely watch TV. I don't care about watching TV anymore. Now, this animated series is not about the satire and the humor, insults and compliments, but also experiencing the energy of these cities and understanding its history, understanding the history of these cities all over the world. So me and my family finally moved into our new home, and I would like to thank those people, a couple of our family members and the family members' friends, for helping us move into our new home. I might do a house tour at some point, I'm not really sure, but I will get back to making art videos, cooking videos, and more vlogs. And I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So I'm gonna shut the freak up now. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the full animation of The City Things Civil War. That will focus on a few Texas cities. Enjoy.
Sandy, Antonia,
Dally,
we're just two of the prettiest partners in the Lone Star State.
obvious enough for me to hear.
What else is obvious about us?
You being the weakest link and me becoming a stronger city.
Hey, I showed up in the top 10 before you can even enter the party, partner.
I'm no partner of yours. You're so lucky that another big partner is not too far from you.
I know who you're talking about. My metropolitan area being a bigger one than yours and Houston's. Unfair for you, huh?
Very.
It's quite shameful that you don't get that many major sports teams in your area. Oh, boo-hoo.
But my basketball team hit the jackpot more than yours, and this is not Las Vegas.
The Mavericks deserve just as much recognition as the Spurs.
I don't think so, honey. I think the recognition we should be talking about is our skyline.
What about our skyline?
You having more skyscrapers than I do, your skyline being more colorful, and that one tower that has a sphere.
Oh, understand. Too bad your skyline looks frail.
My skyline is not frail, it's just underrated.
Underrated? Isn't your iconic Spanish mission the opposite of underrated?
Put some respect on the structure. Me being the older one, I have the skinny tower that's not only older, but also taller than your tower with that ball.
Give me a break. Your tower was built for some dumb World's Fair, and it's smaller than the Stratosphere Tower when it comes to observation towers in America.
The 1968 World's Fair I had was just something to remember and move on with after what happened nearly 5 years before. It was a nightmare on Elm Street for you.
That nightmare was something to remember more than the World's Fair.
Agree. I'm called the Alamo City for a reason. Do you remember the time in 1836?
Absolutely. I remember the Alamo. I also remember the Mexican troops giving our troops an unfortunate loss. Travis, Bowie, and Crockett couldn't get the job done.
Que se joden Tejanos.
However, our troops were victorious in the Texas Revolution's last battle. It kinda sucks for the battle to be in a Bay Area. You know, Dally, before we were part of America, we were part of Spain's empire, then Mexican land. But then 1836 came. We made our own nation, which lasted 10 years only.
We can't miss the fact that we were also part of a short-lived confederacy and had to reconcile with the Union. This don't have to do with the topic we're talking about, but aren't you the most populated American city with most of your people, well, partners being Hispanic?
They're not partners. They're a family to me.
You should take your family and your fiesta and push them somewhere else.
We have the freedom to celebrate whatever events we have, any place, anytime. If that squirrel from SpongeBob SquarePants was with us, she would choose rodeo.
You got a point. We find ways to...
Did somebody say rodeo?
Holy cow, who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Cal Ward, brother of Dally, the big partner that ain't too far from her.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sandy Antonia. One question, why do you have that dark look? Okay, here's my hypothesis. You went to an oil field and covered yourself with petroleum. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll beat up an older person like you and give you a bullwhipping sensation and—
Coward, I got this. Who do you think you are? Making fun of my brother? How would you like if I made fun of you? I'll take your delicious-looking, elderly, hard-hearted personality into a box and dump it into your narrow waterway.
I'm not even being that hard on both of you. You're overreacting and misunderstanding that it's only a joke. Take it. Plus, you didn't have to go too far with that insult.
Apologies. I don't mean to brag here, but my airport is the size of an elephant and yours, well, the size of a chipmunk.
The airport you have is more busier than my airport.
I'm sure my airport makes more bucks, unlike yours.
Who the heck cares, honey? I have an economy, you have an economy, all of us do, whether it's strong or weak.
The important economy goes to...
People living in your city limits are called Dallasites. They're more like parasites. City of Hate is the right nickname for you because I hate each and every one of those parasites.
Oh yeah? You're not the River City. You're the Deliver City, 'cause you deliver insults.
Yeah, insults. Alright, that's enough. You guys need to end all of the confrontation. You people act like 10-year-olds. As the husband of Sandy Antonia, the captain and capital of Texas, and in addition, its governor, I'm gonna perform a song to assemble the "Nobody wants any live music from you." I understand you're the live music capital of the world, but the four of us should do something the Texas way.
Like what?
I know how. The great state of Texas and its communities should forever remain on bright paths of life. The great state and its communities should not stay on darker ones for a good cause. Got it? I said got it.
Got it. Now, what are we gonna do the way the Lone Star State does? Any places we're heading to?
Six Flags? No.
My Riverwalk?
No. We are going to a live stock show and rodeo. Go easy.
Please do.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Are you sure about this?
Oops.